Hello, my darling. I continue to answer your questions. And one of my students asked me a very interesting question. Why do you sometimes recommend not to communicate with friends or with the women who were at the seminar with me after classes? Okay, let me try to explain this to you. The fact is that everything that happens in the energy plane is not very clear to us since we cannot see it. But we can. That's why we give you recommendations. You may or may not follow them. It's totally up to you. Just understand, please, that there is an energy exchange between you and all the people you communicate with, especially between you and the people you meet or work with in seminars and in our classes. There's a karmic connection through which your problems are solved. Do you understand? Either the situation is resolved or you gain energy. In general, the conductor of power, that is, the person who conducts a seminar or a class, sees everything and gives certain recommendations accordingly, and you decide whether to believe them or not, or follow them or not. Let me tell you a story. It happened to one of our students. She was fine. She had a wonderful, loving husband who took care of her, and they had 2 children. But she had health problems, and she came to our seminar in order to understand how to be healed, because doctors and pills could not help her. They had scheduled a surgery, so the situation was critical, and she wanted to solve it right now. She came to the seminar and was given help. She received the necessary energy. The doctors just marveled at her, wondering, where did your illness go? There was probably none in the first place. We just made a mistake. This happens all the time thanks to our seminars, but that's not the point. The bottom line is that this woman met a girl at the seminar who had problems in her personal life and very big financial difficulties, something that my student was fortunate not to have. They were advised not to communicate after the seminar, but they didn't listen. They were interested, so they talked and discussed her issues. And then one day, this girl decided to go through the ritual to remove the celibacy wreath. And what do you think? She went through the ritual, but she asked my student to borrow the money. She, in turn, took it from her husband, since he was the breadwinner in the family. She gave her the money. The girl went through the ritual to remove the celibacy wreath, received the energy, and indeed that problem was gone. She met her man. What do you think happened to my student? Look at the energy chain. The money she took from her husband was the energy that connected her, her husband, and the celibacy wreath. And that healing that the friend received became a curse for her. That celibacy wreath was passed on to her because in fact she had paid for it. Sounds complicated? Let me explain to you all these energy flows because money is also an energy flow. Your relationship with your partner or with any of your loved ones is also an energy flow. Look at how the flowers, growing side by side, exchange pollen with each other. You see, I'm recording this video in this beautiful fragrant place. You see, some of them are still blooming, and some of them have already withered. That is why, my dear, you should be careful when contacting people who are very close to you. And please, listen to the recommendations, because you can not only share advice or wisdom of life as you think, but you can also share some karmic problems without even knowing it. All right, I won't bother you with all these explanations. Just take my word for it. If you get a recommendation not to interact or communicate with some person, even if it be your close friend, believe me, it is necessary for you and her. It's not forever, just for a certain period of time that has to pass in order for her to heal, cleanse, and solve all her complex problems and situations in life. And also so that everything is fine with you too. Do you understand? Of course we do not mind that you communicate. On the contrary, at our seminars and in our classes, we create an atmosphere for you where you can meet people who truly understand you. Just like all flowers create a nice, sweet fragrance. It's a pity you can't smell it, but I'm sending it to you right now. All the women at our seminars create this fragrance of female happiness. Therefore, if you want to communicate with women of power, do it in our classes. We will definitely not restrict you there. Okay? Well, is it clear now? If it is not clear, then leave a like under this video. Then it will be clear for sure. Understanding will come to you by itself. Or better still, just leave a like if you want me to record more of these videos and answer your questions. I think it's good for everyone to know, right? And by the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, Please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to ring the bell so as not to miss the best and most interesting videos on our channel. See you soon!
It takes energy and a woman's power to cope with life's problems. My dear, we are ready to share it with you. Attend classes and workshops in your city. Buy your amulets and connect to the source of well-being and good luck. See you soon! You will find more spiritual practices, music for meditation, and esoteric knowledge on our website, amazon1.org, and on my social networks, the links to which you can now see on the screen. Welcome! We are waiting for you.